through Food and Water Watch. And Food and Water Watch wants to know that if you want to become a member, it's $35 to join, and you get this free, beautiful water bottle. And also, what I'm doing in Take Back the Tap campaign is we're trying to reduce bottled water on campus. And if you haven't signed the petition in the back already, we're trying to allow reusable bottles in the stadium. So thank you very much. And as you know, I'm clearly very interested in environmental issues. But unfortunately, my sister doesn't share that exact same passion. So the only way I could get her to come out was to allow her to be the opening act. So without further ado, I want to welcome Lauren Opentowski.
Thank you, Elise, for that wonderful introduction. I actually do care a lot about the environment when it's convenient. Seriously though, thanks everyone. Is this on? Is this on? Okay, cool. Thanks everyone for coming. I'm really excited. My parents are actually in from Colorado, so that's exciting. So I'd like to start by breaking the stereotype that girls aren't funny, but I can't because they're not. But I think I'm going to try anyways by doing the coolest and most courageous thing I could possibly do with my clothes on. I'm going to freestyle for you. But what I need first is some audience participation. So I want you guys to yell out the first thing that comes to your heads, and I'm going to take 3 of them, and I'm going to put them in my freestyle. Shitty Bang does it his shows. So let's hear it from you. Diaper! Diaper! Banana! I hear diaper, what else? Bananas. Chapstick! And seahorse. Okay, we got diapers, bananas, and seahorse. Seahorse, diaper, banana. Alright, cool, we got it. I'm gonna need these.
To match the shirt.
They call me the greatest while others testify against me. See, half of them haters and take offense to shit that I be. My flow ain't the sickest, yeah, my tree ain't the trickiest, but I'm the quickest to witness weakness of rappers that spit it. If you can't handle the heat, then stay the fuck up out the kitchen. You mess with my crew, expect some stitching and some bitching. Cause ever since my ovaries stepped into this game, motherfuckers trying to police my lyrical name. And the truth that remains is that you really don't know me. Henry Thoreau or my man Vincent Van Gogh, yo, they were artists to the grave and you was the best bet they saw my homies. I'm an undefined artist in charge of the hardest. See, every day of my life, a million boys, they try to mac me. But the dynamic duo, me and my boy, Blake Mackey, and I don't give a damn if you don't know who I am. I suggest you ask that bitch, Merriam-Webster, about me. What I can tell you is this. When I be walking down the street, I just have 3 things on my mind. Bananas, seahorses, and diapers. Thank you. It's off the top of my head. While we're on the topic of white rappers like myself, I thought I'd share that Eminem's been a role model of mine since I was 9 years old, which now that I think about it, is probably why I'm a drug addict. But he was also my first crush. So cute. And and even though he threatened to slit his wife's throat or throw her in the trunk and run the car over the bridge, I just thought it was really sweet that he didn't want to wake his daughter up while doing so. I guess I'm just a romantic. But it's okay. It probably wouldn't have worked out anyways. I'm Jewish, so my parents want me to marry a nice Jewish man. Well, he doesn't even have to be that nice, just bar mitzvah. My last boyfriend, he was Christian, and but he was so sweet. He always accepted me for who I am. He told me all the time that my nose isn't that big, and he didn't even mind that I wasn't going to heaven with him, so I don't know why that didn't work out. But, I don't know, so, the Jewish boys here are not working out so well, but this nice non-Jew asked me out last month, and actually during the date he told me that he has a girlfriend, and I was like, yeah, so I have a hamster, what the fuck? And Nibbles watched the whole time. Nibbles is my hamster. Thank you, my parents, sitting right there. I'm just kidding anyways. His name's not nibbles. Anyways, while I'm up here, I thought I'd share a question with you that's been on my mind recently. Why is weed illegal? Like, I'm sorry. No, so that sounds bad. Thank you. That sounds bad. I just think that, on the news we hear these stories about this guy that, is tripping on drugs or is drunk off his ass and kills a bunch of people because he thinks they're like vampires. And, but I actually think that weed prevents murders. Like, but of course we don't hear those stories on the headlines of the guy who walks in, finds his wife cheating on him, thinks about killing them both, smokes a bowl, and then decides he really doesn't feel like getting off the couch. And like the medical marijuana, like why are the feds freaking out about that? Like I'm from Colorado, I'm sure you've heard that you can get a med card there for like having a hangnail. It was actually pretty bad, but you know what I mean. So like some people in my grade started getting them a couple years ago. Those high schoolers with their migraines and sore hands. So at first, I thought it was kind of weird. But then, I saw my friend, like, he filled his prescription, and he went to the store, and he came out with, like, a Fruit Loop bar and root beer. And I was like, what's the harm in that, right? Like, I don't know. But, I guess my only real criticism would be the names they've been giving, these, like, different kinds of weed, like purple haze. Like, I just think, when you go to a store and an ice cream store and you get strawberry ice cream, you expect it to taste somewhat like strawberries, right? And when you have those little warheads, like, your face is going to look something like the guy on the wrapper. Wait, I thought about doing that face, but I think I just embarrassed myself. So, yeah, but this terrible advertising with the medical marijuana stores, like, people are getting, like, pineapple kush, taste nothing like pineapple. They're getting sour diesel, they don't even flinch, and Alaskan Thunderfuck, nothing like Alaskan Thunderfuck. So I actually came up with a couple suggestions. Maybe if you guys like them, it'll catch on, I don't know. So, I thought of the holy hangover cure, the night out on the cushion, wait, what? We've been sitting on this couch for hours, and finally I have a really hot girl in my bed, but I'm just too high to do anything about it. And the Nimbus 2000, just because I thought that would be cool. I'd actually really like to try this strain that Jay-Z's been smoking, that Blue Ivy. If it's that good, maybe I'll name my firstborn after it. No, but on a serious note, like, we're all here because we care about the environment, or my friends who want to see me make a fool of myself. And I think that's really cool, raising awareness for the environment and trying to save our world. Like the other day, I saw this guy, and he was wearing this shirt that instead of I love New York, it said, I recycle girls. I just smiled to myself, and I was like, that's really nice that he doesn't just throw them away. I hope he recycles his condoms too. And so I would actually like to become more of an environmentalist myself. My sister has gotten me to reuse my Ziploc bags and to use a reusable water bottle, which I don't remember that one. Anyways, and to bring my own grocery bags to the store, and so I decided I wanted to, start my own initiatives to become more environmentally friendly. So, for example, I started reusing my food, and actually, after like the third time, your own puke really doesn't taste that bad. So, thanks, guys. I'm Lauren Opatowski, and here's the wonderful Derek Forgy.
Is that like you?
That's
I got him on! Hey! Hi! What is up? Hi! Oh man, my name is Derek. I am Canadian, and I'm